Hey everybody, I hope everybody's healing or thinking about healing. Today's topic is very important. I need you to pay very close attention. People like to say, well, I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I didn't participate in that. She did it. He did it. I didn't do that. But you knew about it and you watched it go down. You watched the performance. You knew what they were going to do and you watched the performance and you stayed silent. Your silence makes you guilty. You have to pay for that. Y'all think because y'all just stand there and I ain't do nothing, I didn't touch him, I didn't say nothing, I didn't do that, but you was riding with him. You rode along with him to see the performance. You rode along with him to see how it was going to go down. You might have told him, man, that's not a good idea. You shouldn't do that. Or girl, don't do that. That's not a good idea. Just leave her alone. But you still didn't stop it. You still didn't tell a higher authority. You still didn't tell anybody else that they were going to do it. You stayed silent because you say, I want to stay out of it. I just don't want to be in it. I just want to stay out of it. Yo, stay out of it got you guilty than a motherfucker. I'll give you an example. I was an intern at Ennis Center for Children, foster care. I went with one of the foster care case managers to a home visit. The boys were on the oh, I hate remembering this. The boys were on the couch. They were talking to me with their eyes because they were silenced. They just kept staring at me, begging me to help them with their eyes. See, if you're not a good communicator, if you don't pick up on things, if you don't have emotional intelligence, if you don't read people, if you don't know how to read people, if you don't know how to pick up on signs and warnings, then you will miss it. And they were screaming, help me, with their eyes. And she told the foster care case manager right in front of me out loud. She had no shame about it. She said, I put a lock on the refrigerator because I don't know why they like heat. One of them like to sneak down at night and take snacks. They so greedy. These are 6-year-old. It's a 6-year-old, maybe a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old. These are children. They're hungry. You can tell she doesn't feed them. That's why they sneak down and get more food. You could tell she gives them shit to eat because they would sneak down and try to get more food. You could tell she starved them to a certain extent because no child is going to sneak down and steal food unless they're hungry. And I sat there in silence and didn't say anything. I went back and told my supervisor. And she said, Sissy, the foster parents are so few and far in between. It's hard to get people to volunteer to be foster parents. So some stuff we just let fall by the wayside because it's not that big of a deal. She wasn't beating them, Sissy. You see, she just had a lock on a refrigerator. Maybe the boys was still in the food. Sis, I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to look into it and I'm going to see what's going on because that is concerning. But the foster parents are very far and few in between. So when we get them, Sissy, we try to keep the ones we get. The foster parents are shit. I don't give a fuck if it's one of them that volunteers. Y'all need to start getting better foster parents and getting better support for these foster parents with the children who are traumatized, mentally damaged, or damaged emotionally and physically. They just have anger in them. You have to get assistance for these foster parents. You have to get aids for them because it takes a village. No, none of the foster parents want to be hit on, and none of the children want to be hit on by the foster parents. So we have to do a better job at getting these children better homes, getting them better assistance, asking them finally, what happened to you? Your silence makes you guilty. I paid for that because I should have spoke up further. I should have told everybody what was going on. I should have took it over my supervisor's head. So I had to pay for that. Your silence I had people stand by and watch my family try to murder me. And they stayed silent. They got mad because I told the truth about them. So they told everybody, don't mess with her. She crazy. Don't fuck with her. She crazy. And don't believe nothing she say. And you stay silent. Just so you could save face. Just so you could protect your mama or your daddy. Just to protect your nothing ass sister or brother. Your silence makes you guilty. I don't like a motherfucker that play both sides. Don't come over to me and get my story. They go over them and get their story. They come back and say, maybe you should make amends, sissy. And they go back and say, I'll try to fix it. And come back and maybe, you know what? I don't really understand what happened to you. But you silent in a motherfucker and you riding the fence. You didn't even come up to me and say, Cecily, what's your side of the story? I sympathize with you. No, you believed him. You believed that I was crazy. And this is one of my brothers. When I tell you I don't have any more brothers, my stepbrothers, we family, we family, we family. Terry told me what you did to him, Rickey. You think Terry didn't tell nobody before he left this motherfucker what you did to him, Rickey? How you were jealous of him, how you fucked with him? He told me what was going on when he was writing them checks and what was going down with Kip, not Kip, what was going down with Gia and Christina. Terry told me everything. And these are our brothers, our sisters that stand in silence, that stood in silence and let my family try to murder me. Aunties stood in silence. Uncles stood, grown-ass children in the fucking mind. These are not adults. These are fucking traumatized demons, little fucking kids that never grew the fuck up. My aunties, uncles, cousins, all of them, silent in a bitch. I ain't gonna say nothing or help her. I know my daddy raped me. She told the truth, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all told strangers on the street what Marvin did to y'all, but y'all calling me a motherfucking liar. Makita needs to step forward. Tynell Reed needs to step forward. D. Reed needs to step forward because Tynell told D. Reed what happened. Y'all standing around in silent like fucking cowards. I don't know. She gonna find out I'm a demon too. Bitch, I already knew. So to help get some of that karma off your ass, you should have helped me. You should have stood up when they were fucking with me and said, don't do this. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all participated with your silence. So karma gonna ravish through your ass too. Y'all stand by and let somebody kill somebody and say, I ain't no snitch. I ain't gonna tell. I ain't no snitch. Let me tell you something. I ain't going to prison for no motherfucking body. I ain't getting murdered behind nobody else's shit. Who was with you? Her? Would you like her social security? Now, I know what she say too. I'm like, well, bitch. Tony Robbins said that shit. I'm like, Tony Robbins, I ain't going to. They caught us. Bitch, come on. We got caught, nigga. People say, I know snitch, I ain't no snitch. Y'all got to learn what not to snitch on and what to snitch on. Y'all got little kids missing, little kids being beat, little kids being raped, little kids being ate. And these celebrities are silent because they was there. What? Let me tell you something. A lot of people are silent because they was in the fucking room and they don't want to get in trouble. A lot of people are silent because they held the child's feet down while they were being raped and they don't want to be in trouble. They didn't rape. See, they say, I didn't rape her, no. I didn't kill him, no. But you was there and your silence makes you guilty. My mother let my father do a lot of shit to us. And she stayed silent. Her silence made her guilty. Why won't you speak up when somebody is being done wrong or when you're being done wrong? Why can't you speak up for yourself, and why can't you speak up for other people? What's in you that makes you such a coward? How much fear did they instill in you? How much trauma did they instill in you? How many times did they beat you into silence? You better find your voice. It's still in there somewhere. Your silence makes you fucking guilty. Stay tuned.